Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. We're working. Hello guys, how you doing? This is about the 6th time I've tried to do this lesson because my Mac is really playing up and being a git. But I'm going to attempt to do it again. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just talking to myself randomly anyway. So it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, right, this lesson is about just a little bit of theory. Even though I've answered a lot of questions that people have asked about, like roots and fifths and octaves, blah, blah, blah. I've answered a lot of these at my blog, which is, you know, this stupid computer has flipped the image again. So like I'm constantly saying like, yeah, it's this way, but I've got no idea. It's one of these two, yeah. Okay, so a lot of questions are answered at the blog, yeah. Even if you have any questions about like theory, I can answer stuff there in text, and yeah, okay. And if I can't answer them, I can come back here to YouTube and hopefully answer them in video form, okie dokie. And hopefully that'll be a little bit more simpler for you guys. So yeah, this guy, oh man, I've forgotten what his name is, Dark X Key or something, I think your name is, man. I've completely forgotten because it won't let me open up Windows Safari thing, and it's being stupid. I think that's your name. It begins with Dark. Nice to meet you. You've asked a question on my forum about what is basically what is an octave, yeah. So I thought I explained it in my blog, but I thought I'd do a video just in case you weren't quite getting it. And I don't want to really get into too much musical theory at all, so I'll just like get this over and done with and just tell you that an octave, okay, all an octave is a note played at a higher or a lower pitch. That is it, basically, right? So now we have 12 frets up, okay, from any point on our fretboard. 12 frets up is the octave of that note, right? Okay, so for example, if we go 12 frets up from the first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we end up here at the 2 dots, yeah? Most of you, your basses will have 2 dots on, just like this, right? Now these dots here are 12 frets up, exactly. It's the equivalent, okay, of our open E, A, D, G. Now, as I said, 12 frets up. When we get here, everything just repeats itself again, okay? So these notes on the 12 are the equivalent, exactly the same. E, A, D, G. Yeah? So it's what I call the big bass, little bass theory. When I teach my students outside of the internet, obviously, I tell them everything here, the big bass, okay, gets repeated up here to the little bass. All right. So you can take that. So for example, this G here, the 3rd fret up, yeah, the first dot on your fretboard, okay, is the equivalent to your first dot after the 2 dots, yeah, which is the 12, which is also the equivalent to the open. Okay, when we play these here, this E, A, D, G, this is a octave higher than this, yeah? So, again, if we take like the first dot here, or the third, which is the 3rd fret, the first dot, the 3rd fret, which is the G, yeah, and do exactly the same thing, play on this string, on this string, on this string, and on this string, we do exactly the same thing up here. Exactly the same notes, just an octave higher, yeah? If I was to randomly go, okay, 5th fret on the G string, which is the second dot on our fretboard, 5th fret on the G string, and do exactly the same thing. Go, yeah, look, here's my 2nd dot after the 2 dots, which is the equivalent of the open. I'll be here. It's the octave of that same note, yeah? It's just 12 frets up higher. So if I was to go randomly, take this C here, yeah? If I just count that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The octave higher. Now there's notes all around the fretboard. We've only got so many notes, okay, but we have lots of frets on the fretboard, right? But we don't have that many notes to, fill that amount of frets. So what happens is we're just constantly repeating ourselves. We're repeating notes over and over. I don't know how many there is on here, on this fretboard right here. But all we're doing is playing the octaves of those same notes. So, well, we can count them. I'm probably completely wrong, but we have this G here, yeah? We have a G here, so that's 2. We have the open G, 3. We have obviously the equivalent of that open G. 4. 4. Okay, we have a G here because it's this one, 3rd fret, and you know, big bass, little bass. 5, 6. Probably others over there, you know. I can see 6, but there's probably there's probably like people can tell me. There's, I don't know, probably others. But anyway, yeah. So another way of finding an octave, the 12 frets, okay, on one string, is the equivalent. Okay, there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12 is equivalent to this one here. Yeah, but another way of finding it, an octave. Again, I'll repeat, which is all it is a pitch higher of the note you're playing or a pitch lower of the note you're playing. Yeah. Another way, 5th fret, like in our slap and pop, 12 frets higher. Another way of finding that, okay, is by playing here. Every time you play 2 strings down from that root, so that root right there, yeah, on the A, if you go 2 strings down, 1, 2, and then go 2 frets up, 1, 2, this note here is also the equivalent of this note here, but at a higher pitch, because we're playing it on a higher string, yeah? Obviously, the higher we go, is the higher the note on the fretboard. And again, musical theory doesn't change. It's exactly the same, so if we go, play this C here, then do 2 strings up, 1, 2, and then 2 frets up, 1, 2 from there. Yeah? That's also the octave, okay? So that's all it is. It's just a note played at a high pitch. Again, we can take this random B here, yeah, and we can see that that B is the 3rd dot. Most of you will have that. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So if we go past our 12, okay, which is the equivalent of our open, and go 1, 2, 3, we can also find the octave of that there. So that's the root, yeah, top note's the root, two strings down, 1, 2, 2 frets up, exactly the same note, but an octave higher. Okay, so that is basically what octaves are. There's ways of, I could go into like how they are theoretically, it's the last note, but anyway, I won't at the moment because you guys can cover that. I mean, if you want me to cover like major scales and minor scales and pentatonics and stuff like that, I can, but I really didn't want to do that on YouTube because the internet's such a quick world, and I thought I'd kind of like bore people by just yakking on about theory, and it's not something I really know that much about and really that interested in anyway. Controversial. Okay then, so that's about it, guys. Sorry, dark. I hope that answered your question, dude. Yeah, so it's just a 12 frets up from the note you're playing is an octave. It's just a note played at a higher pitch. Okay, cool. That's good. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. All right, take care, man. Bye bye.